start tonight out at a small port town city known as Castley. Some of you have been here before, some of you haven't. The sun at this moment is just cresting above the horizon, and everything's calm and peaceful, and the clouds are starting to gather down toward the south, moving up north. Like I say, this is a magical place that I don't know exactly where it's rooted, so that's the directions we're going with. So boats are coming and going, and merchants are scrambling up and down the docks to buy and sell whatever they think is value before the storm hits. We've got merchants selling fish, shells, tools, clothes, fabrics, and other strange things from distant lands. And so we're going to come down. Hang on, I wrote this a while ago, so I may have to change it. Yes. Okay. So we're gonna move down this busy port street, and we're gonna come across a man kind of down on his luck, kind of roaming the streets this early morning. And we're gonna have Jamin, if you want to go ahead and introduce your character and kind of give us a rundown of what you're doing this morning.
All right, so his name's Ian Wereth, and he's cleric, but doesn't look to be in the greatest of shape. I mean, keeps himself wrapped in a robe. He has, pretty basic equipment, and looking at him, you'd say his looks gray, and just something about him is a little bit off. He's been, just trying to get by in town and having a hard time with it, and so.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Awesome. And then, while you're kind of wandering the streets a little bit, kind of headed toward town, a little goblin comes running up to you, and you know this as what was his name? I don't remember his name. We'll call him Ralph just for fun, because I don't want to look it up. Yeah, So little Ralph, it's his cover ID. Nobody knows his real name. Comes running up, and Ralph, he works for some colorful local people, and he comes running up to you. He's like, "Hey, I got some news for you. And I know you're not super keen on the big jobs. It's low key, keeping it low. It's fine. Just keep it low. But one of the uppers is coming today, and so if you wanna if you just wanna the best thing is to just get out of the way. If you just wanna just disappear, that's up to you. You can as long as you don't get in the way, then you'll be fine, and everything will run smooth. Just letting you know that the big brass is coming, and just do with that what you will. And for me, I'm out of here. And he just takes off running as fast as he can.
What is this?
Good old Ralph. An instant classic.
Yes.
I'm freezing cold.
Oh man.
Okay. Anyway. Yeah. Okay. So, I don't know if you have any thoughts about where you were headed to after this, or if you're moving around.
Oh, since I've been kind of staying off and on at the Curious Boot, I think I'll head there for now.
Perfect.
Kind of just got the thought of staying out of the way. Sounds great to me, because I'm tired of these people. And yeah.
Perfect. Awesome. Okay, so you start making your way toward the Curious Boot, and as you start moving your way down the Curious Boot, and you've seen a bunch of just trappers and sailors and salesmen just all over the place, just yelling out their wares, and just the city, for being as early in the morning, is already just bustling. And while you're walking down, the camera's gonna pan over, and we're gonna go to our a local oddity that's here in town, and it's Shara. If you want to introduce your character and kind of what you do, and
yeah. So I am Apparine, and I am a human, and I have copper red hair, but it is also streaked and styled in a very particular way with bright colors of different shades. She is a hairstylist and moves among upper class, kind of influences the fashions from time to time, gives special styles to special people. And she also, with the, how well she also spends time doing haircuts and colors that, some of the lower class who wouldn't be able to afford it get the chance to experience some beauty and some fun in their life. So her hands especially, but also upper across her is bright colors, strong dyes so they don't knock off. And she is having a drink over at the boot and having a good morning.
Awesome. Perfect. All right. So yeah, it's kind of one of those, we're inside the boot, and just as, just that moment, we have Ian comes walking through the door, and the camera's going to zip past Ian as he goes walking through the door, out into the street again, and we're going to go up the street a little ways, and at this moment, you kind of, as the camera comes panning in, you get the smell of like a little bit of fire and brimstone and some metal that's been heated and hammered, and you hear the clanging of tools. And we're gonna zoom in, and David, if you want to go ahead and introduce your character.
All right. So we're actually zooming to get to him across the ocean a little ways.
Oh, perfect.
Into the out of town and over the water to a shipwreck on some rocks. That the ship has been sitting out here for years, decades now, actually. And here there is a 6'10" wall of muscle in the form of a half-orc who is set up a little shanty workshop out here on these rocks where the ship wrecked. And he's currently hammering away, trying to fix up the ship's anchor, which is attached to a chain. He's been polishing it and tempering it, kind of lifts it up to the light, turns it, looks down its length, takes the chain that it's attached to and swings it around his head a couple of times, draws it back in, and kind of smiles to himself and sets it down, looks back across the water to see the city, and is just going to sit down on the stone, just rest for a few minutes until his ride back gets here. This is Torvik. He's one of the town's blacksmiths, as well as an undertaker. He's wearing a Raven Queen pendant around his neck.
Awesome. That's great. Yeah. Perfect. Yeah. And so while you're waiting for your ride, eventually a little bit of time passes while you're just staring out in the ocean. The clouds are starting to slowly come in. You get that familiar sense of depth of the amount of storm that's coming. And your ride comes up and says, Torvik, whenever you're ready, Jacoba has actually asked for you over at the Curious Boot whenever. So I don't know if you want to drop you off there, drop you off the forge first. I'll let you decide that. But...
I'll go straight there.
Perfect. Right. How about...
Catch anything out there today?
Of course. It's too early in the morning. I was sleeping. I don't want
to... I just kind of look around the boat for any fish. Don't see anything. And it's looks like you had a good day.
I enjoyed it. I mean, the fish probably enjoyed not being caught, but whatever. Get in the boat. Let's go.
Get in the boat.
All right. So you hop on the boat. We're gonna pan back, and we're going down the street just a little ways, kind of the other direction. And we're gonna come in and just outside the. You only hear David's animal. Sorry, this looks like Chris is we're having some technical difficulties, audio-wise. I haven't been having too many issues, Chris. Can you hear us? And can
Can you hear everyone else that's talking?
you can hear you?
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
can hear both of you guys.
I've been hearing everybody. I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't had much of a... You can only hear the dog barking? That's super weird.
That's unfortunate.
I haven't even noticed it.
Yeah,
Time to switch headphones.
maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, try...
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
I can't tell you how many times I've done that this week.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello? Can you hear us now?
How about
Are we
that?
here?
Is that better?
How about
Yeah,
that?
now I hear.
Okay.
It was so weird because everyone but the crocodile?
Rocket dog?
Crocodile.
Whatever the sound is that David's animal is making.
Oh,
What?
you got
What?
an animal?
I just kept hearing like on and off.
That's fantastic. I wasn't hearing any of that.
Okay, well.
Some technical difficulty creatures from the abyss.
I mean, hearing what?
Ominous. There we go. Just spell things.
Okay, that was super weird. Sorry about that. I missed everything David just said.
Yeah. So basically, we're out on an island, and he's modifying an anchor and attaching to a chain to be his big old nasty weapon. And I'm so nervous for this weapon, but I'm so excited. So much fun.
Oh, was it a dog?
Maybe it was a dog. I heard David's animal, and I'm like, they only have a dog, right?
Yeah, well, I heard something that I thought David was making a sound of, but I wasn't able to hear enough to resolve. Okay, anyway, sorry about that.
No, you're good. You're good. Yeah, sorry for the technical difficulties. We're trying. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, we're getting names in chat. This is great. Yeah, so we're going just outside of kind of like the orphan square, basically, kind of colloquially named. And we bring our focus into a lovely looking half orc. And Sadie, if you want to tell us all about yourself and what you're up to, and
Yeah, so my name is Kira Arisis, and I'm a half-orc, half-elf. And she's kind of small for especially a half-orc. She's only about 5'4". She's in her late 20s. Right now she's kind of like cooking some lunch, it looks like. I assume it's lunchtime. And there's a little fire going, and things are kind of dirty. The house is really run down, but it was kind of a broken, abandoned house before my siblings and I moved in, and we just kind of have been dealing with it as best we can. She's got like kind of a like an academic looking dress on, nice little jacket that matches it with big long bell sleeves,
nice.
a little purple ribbon around her neck, and she's got big round like silver frames that she wears, and she has one gold eye and one silver eye.
Ooh, nice. Awesome. Yeah, so this is more morning, so it'll be more of a breakfast, but
Oh, okay.
you're good.
Breakfast then.
It's all good. It's a meal time. It's all good.
Don't tell me.
Mealtime.
Meal time.
Wait, what I want, when I want.
It's right. Heck yeah, that's what I do. Awesome. Yeah, so you're sitting there with your family and you're just talking, and they're kind of waking up, and your little sister just stretching and comes out all groggy, like, why is it so early?
Sorry, Jinxie. but I made eggs.
Ooh. So she just runs over and kind of like plops down next to you, and just all excited for breakfast. And then you got another. Your brother comes walking out at the same time. Like, I'm sorry, I tried to dress her as well as I could, but you know, it's morning time, and she's just not having it.
Well, she's 11. What do you expect?
Right. There's that. Man, what I wouldn't give to be 11 again. Not have a care in the world. Don't have to do
Be
anything.
home again.
It's so great. Yeah, that too. Yeah.
Well, I have to go over to the Curious Boot today because Jacoba asked if I could do her a favor.
Okay.
And then I might be working at the library today. I don't even have to ask.
Right. Sounds good. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to be at a. Shift at the blacksmith shop sometime today, maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
I'll see if I get over there. Okay.
And I get down, kind of crouch down because I'm half orc, but my brother is half human, and my little sister is half dwarf, so she's a gnome. So I kind of squat down on my sister's level, and I'm like, "You stay out of the dirt, please, today,
Like eating, like
please."
picks up some eggs that she dropped and is like, okay, I'll try.
I use prestidigitation to clean up the egg so that she can have it.
Perfect. I'll try. It's really hard though.
Thank you. And work on your lessons, please.
Oh.
I know, but you'll go more places if you can read. I promise.
Okay. I'll read.
Hey, if you've done all of your lessons, when we get back, we'll go out into town and we'll look at all the haircuts.
Ooh.
Okay?
Okay. I'm so excited.
Okay.
Perfect.
And I kiss her little forehead. And then I get up and I head over to the tavern.
Perfect. I love it. Okay. I gotta write your name down. Perfect. Okay. And so we're gonna pan out from there. Go back to my notes. And we're gonna come right back up the street into the busy tavern. And as you kind of come in, there's the old sign that reads the Curious Boot. And inside there's sailors that are getting just off their face drunk and going crazy, even though it's super early in the morning. They're just going crazy all over the place. In the midst of all this chaos is a beautiful human female running around and taking care of her tavern. She stands at 4'9". She has well-kept silver hair, kind of parted to the right, and she has little crescent black spectacles. And she's wearing a sleeveless, loose-fitting red dress, and she's just running around and just going from table to table and taking orders. She's kind of the only one that really runs the place. She's got a cook in the back, but he's in the back, he's fine. Anyway, so her patrons, they're just making sure that none of them get out of hand too badly, and if they do, she's got her 7'9" Goliath sitting in the background, Kamaka, and he's just kind of sitting there looking menacing because he's just like, it's what he was hired to do. Like, Jacoba can take care of herself fully, but it's always nice having Goliath in the background. And in the meantime of all this, Jacoba comes running back to the bar where her personally invited guest is sitting. And Heidi, if you want to go ahead and introduce your character sitting at the bar.
Yeah, so Raylan has like brown bushy hair, but not like Hermione level bushy hair, but like not super styled. And no makeup, and she's wearing an overcoat and trousers and boots. And her family does like paranormal investigation kind of stuff, and so she's there for a job that Jacoba?
Mm.
Yeah, so she's a friend of my dad's, and so she invited me and idiot Magic Head, who hasn't shown up yet. And we're waiting for hopefully maybe a job.
Yeah, so Jacoba just kind of looks at you and says, okay, I'm guessing you know why you're here, or why I've asked you to come, and I hope that's not too much trouble. I know that you're part of the paranormal investigation, and there's this house that's not too far south from here, and it's just everybody that comes up from the south goes past this house, and it's causing all kinds of grief. People are scared, they don't want to go past it, it's affecting business, and so, some folks are saying it's haunted. I'm not. Others say that it, might just be some kind of monster that's living in there. It's not haunted. It's just, it's a logical explanation, whatever that is. And it's probably just eating all the original owners. It's taken up root inside the house. It is, anyway. So, and others are just saying it's a bunch of punk kids. We're not entirely sure. So, either way, it's affecting my business, which means it's affecting me. So. The most common story is it's ghosts. Nobody's ever seen anybody go in. Nobody's ever seen it coming out. So, that's kind of why I reckon that it's just, and I reckon you probably don't want to do this on your own. I know we've got one other person we're waiting on. So I've asked a couple of locals to join in. We've got a few of us here already. Apriline, she's sitting over here having a drink. Hang on, I gotta go take care of this. And she just runs around and just like swan dives onto this table of sailors and just starts beating one of them in the face. And the glass runs over and helps pick her up off of the sailor, like puts her down, puts the sailor over here. And anyway, the sailor was caught cheating by Jacoba, who she doesn't stand for any of that. And so, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I'm fine. It's fine. Anyway, so while she's doing the swan dive, let's see. So you guys have met, yeah, and we also have Ian. You're just walking inside the door. You walk in just as Jacoba is just pounding this guy and being lifted off, and yeah, okay. And so she kind of dusts herself off. She comes back, and she's like, Ian, I'm glad you're here. I was actually going to ask you about this earlier. Are you doing anything today?
Oh, no, not too much.
Excellent.
I just caught wind that there's probably something going on with the cloak today, so I'm just laying low. So I don't have anywhere I need to be.
I'm trying to keep my hands clean of that. But I've heard something similar. Yeah. So perfect. So you're free. Okay, excellent. We we have some. We have my friend here. I almost said Kira. Raylin. And she's getting kind of a group together to go investigate this house. Perfect. Introductions are made. This is great. And about that time, Torvek and Kira, you guys both kind of come in around the same time. And like, oh, excellent. Torvek, I think they got a hold of you, so this is why you're here.
I'm not sure why I'm here, but yes, I am in fact here.
That's great. Hopefully you're free for the day and you can just clear your schedule, because I'm not sure how this is all gonna work, but that the house just south of town, the one that everybody says is haunted. Yeah, perfect.
Sure.
So we've got a couple adventurers here that are paranormal experts. And we're wondering if you would be able to lend your help. I don't make any judgments. It's everybody has their field of expertise. That's just not mine. So take it what you will. Yeah. And let's see. And I think.
Kind of pat the anchor on my back, and I'm just like, I do have a new toy I've been wanting to test out.
Oh, it's beautiful. And you always do such fine work.
Thank you.
All right. And Kira is on her way in and be here in just a second. I think we're only missing one other person. And about that time, Chris, if you want to introduce your character as you come through the doors.
Sure. The door opens and a half-elf with shorter black hair and blue eyes. He's in kind of ornate robes that are coordinating black and white. Kind of almost giving off like a chess motif. And he kind of just
Nice.
comes in, looking around.
Excellent.
And then he sees Raylan and he kind of looks aside and closes his eyes a little bit and starts walking towards her.
And Jacoba kind of clocks you and clocks Raylan and like, oh, you must be, what was your name again? Sorry, I forgot. I sent out the message to have you come here and I totally forgot your
I think
name.
it was
just-
Magic Head or something.
Idiot.
I don't judge.
magic head.
I don't judge.
Don't mess it up.
Oh,
Just call me Tal.
Tal, excellent Tal. Thank you for coming on such short notice. I know it's been crazy, and I'm just so appreciative of you guys to come. Like I say, I'm not sure what to expect down there. I'm hoping it's just a bunch of the punk kids local, because there's just. And then she kind of like points across the room and says, "A punk kid like that one." And this little half-elf boy kind of pokes his head up above the table and just takes off running out the door. It's like, yeah, he's gonna be trouble.
I'm very tempted to just trip him with my anchor on this way and just be like, no, you don't.
Yeah, roll for dex. I'll roll those dex checks. Ooh, that's not great.
That's cocked. Okay, let's see.
He's not gonna notice
This
this
is
from him.
this is basically just a shove attack at range, so I assume it's athletic
Yeah, I'll go for that.
for me because it's good because athletics is my best. So,
Oh no.
so that's a 23.
he's gonna do a flip.
23. Yeah, I rolled a 10. So, yeah, basically.
So I just like kind of see him going. I just toss the anchor so that the chain just is directly in front of his feet.
just boom, and he just rolls out the door, and a couple coins come flying out, and he just kind of lays there for a second, looks over, and just scrambles up, takes off, leaving whatever he left behind. He's going.
Just
Perfect. I love
pick
it.
up the few coins, like hold them out to Jacob.
Yeah.
For your trouble.
Just kind of grabs him like, yep, okay. Slides him underneath. I was gonna ask, but I'm not worried. Yeah. They're gonna lose their money to me later anyway. That'll be fine. Awesome. Okay. Yeah. At this point, behind Tal walks Kira. So you're just coming in the boot, and it's like, Kira, I'm so glad you made it. You're not busy today, right? I have plans for you.
Oh, I'm muted. Hang on.
You're good. I can hear you.
No, we can hear you.
Oh,
Here.
that's
Magic.
Jitsi. Jitsi's messed me up.
Oh, gotcha.
I have to go check what his name was. Because I made it up last minute.
You're good. Oh, yeah. What is his name? I have it here as well.
The librarian. Artitim.
Yeah.
Adredin. I have to check with Adredin, but if he doesn't need me at the library.
He'll be fine. I'll send Kamika over there. He'll go take care of it. He'll be fine. Kamika! And he's just the glass like standing there. What? It's like, you're fine. Just go talk to the librarian. Tell him that Kira won't be available until later today. I have to go to the library? Yes. Okay. And just like starts trudging out. And grabs a sailor that's getting out of the desk, and out of the seat, and grabs him, picks him up. You're done, and walks him out the door with him.
I'm just like, for your troubles, stop by the forge. You can pick something shiny out for free. Just
ooh, and tosses the guy and takes off running. Oh, I love it. So I've got a whole story with Comic-Con. I'm really excited for it. I'll tell you afterwards because it's funny. Okay, so perfect. So excellent. You're all here. You've all met each other. Some of you know each other better than others. Others like each other better than others. Don't worry about that. I'm not one to judge. Let me get back to my notes.
Who's the 111st, is it?
Exactly. Like, yeah. Perfect. Now that introductions are missing, yeah. So yeah, the haunted house. I'm just so grateful again.
Oh, the one south of here?
Yes, exactly. The one south of here. It's
Okay.
just due south. Actually, it's a little southwest, but you follow the road, you're not gonna be able to miss it. It's you're not gonna miss it. It'll be fine. With that, if you guys need anything, you can stay and have drinks or food or whatever you want. And then whenever you're ready, if there's anything I can do to help, I have to stay here and watch the shop, of course. Especially with Comic-Con walking off. But you promised him something shiny. Like, it just ruins my day. Yeah, any other...
Sorry, not sorry?
Is there any coin involved in this job, or?
Right, happy you asked. There's probably going to be I don't have a lot of coin, just because most of it gets dumped back into the tavern because this place gets wrecked so often. Anyway, but I can offer you about 15 gold apiece. At least for now. If it becomes more trouble, I can try and get more out of my patrons. Well, yeah, that's what I can offer right now. I know it's, like I say, it's not the best, but if you're willing.
15 gold, that's a fortune.
It's a big deal. I mean,
I kind of give Kira an odd look here and it's like, am I not paying Tanlin enough?
She's got like a little bit of like dirt on her cheek, and
Yeah.
like there's some signs that she's not very well off, but
Yeah. Like, I mean, I would know you.
Yeah.
So just
yeah,
like,
you would.
just like, am I paying Tanlin less than I thought I was?
I don't want to talk about Tamlin.
Fair.
like I say, I'm not one to judge. But if this frees up, then that frees my cash flow, and anytime you're in Castle, you'll have a place to stay. Like, I don't know how much I can swing the
Better
pot.
business is always better business for everybody.
Right, exactly. More business is better. Yeah, any other interactions you guys want inside the tavern? It's mostly quiet. Everybody pretty well respects Jacoba, but they do get out of hand. And every once in a while, you're just kind of watching Jacoba out of the corner eye, catches somebody, and just gives them a glare, and kind of sit back down in their chair. That was a fun place to be.
As I'm sort of just making small talk with people, I kind of just get a sly little grin on my face and like come up beside Tal. I'm just like, so, idiot magic guy. That must be a Tyranian name.
Idiot magic head, don't get it wrong.
It changes from day to day, but you know.
It's more of a
The
southern,
pronunciation, I'm not familiar.
it's more of a southern kind of thing. So I'll kind of like take Raylan to the corner. This is the first time we've seen each other in a few years. And like, so why didn't you call my brother for this?
Because he sounded like he was busy, and you sounded like you needed to get out of that school thing, so, you know.
Told you not to call me for these kind of things.
You know you want back in. It was time.
He'll kind of just shake his head and just kind of walk off and grab a drink. Oh, and then like as I'm walking away, she hears a whisper in her head like, "By the way, how's your dad doing?" You can respond to this message.
I think it takes a moment. He's doing okay, but still adjusting to his new life.
Okay.
Please reply after the
Okay.
He doesn't like staying in one spot.
Campaign 2 joke. Campaign 2 joke.
Oh, it's so good. I love it so much. Awesome. Okay, anything else? I'm so excited for all these characters. I love them all. Okay. So, with that, everybody's full up. Everybody's not quite drunk yet, just a little tipsy. And you start making your way towards the south. I gotta make sure my notes, that's kind of where my notes stop. And the rest of it is all crazy. Ah, yeah. Okay.
Oh,
This is where my preparation ends. This is gonna be great. I'm so excited. This is so much fun. Okay, so as you head
And
south,
that was the most on rails that this session will be.
yes, apologies for my railroading. I am still new. That's my story, and I'm sticking with
No,
it.
I just mean like the most on the rails in terms of like the most functional and sane it will be.
Right? Yep. I love it. It's so good. I'm so
Things
excited.
can only possibly go downhill from here.
It's fine.
In the best ways possible.
Perfect. Yeah. So you start heading south, and you're just walking around this nice path, and it's pretty well. I mean, you're kind of leaving the coast behind, and it's kind of headed more in toward like a more of a forest area. Trees are still a little sparse, but they're getting thicker the deeper you go, and it's getting to the point where the trees are almost blocking out the sun, and you come across this one lane that kind of shoots off to the right toward the west, and basically it's almost black. It's super dark down this pathway, and there's kind of like halfway down the pathway there's these big massive wrought iron gates, and kind of get the feeling this is probably the place. So,
Those creepy vibes.
creepy vibe.
We're here.
Damn creepy vibes. Speaking of dumb creepy vibes, I don't remember which one was the one I wanted. Yeah, we'll go with this. This is good music. I'm so excited. I'm gonna take off my sailing here as well.
Didn't seem creepy, and then it got there.
And then it got there.
You went there.
Like I said, this is gonna be fun. Perfect. So you come to these wrought iron gates, and as soon as you approach the gates, they're just wide open. Even before you get there, even before touching them, it's like, all right, here we go. All right, and
That's comfortingly normal.
yes.
10 of 10 for spooky.
You hear the howl of a werewolf in the background. I'm just kidding.
What?
Oh, what? Just a normal wolf. It's not a
As
werewolf.
soon as the gate creaks open by itself, I cast Mage
Check.
Armor.
Perfect. Love it. So you continue down the path a little ways, and you come across this massive mansion that is sitting there. And give me just a second. Sorry. And this mansion looks like it was a beautifully well-kept mansion at one point, and it has slowly, over time, gotten more and more run down, and everything is just kind of just dark and spooky. You know, like the most like the most spooky location you can think of times 10. It's just really spooky. It's just dark and ominous, and but as you look inside, like you can see lights coming through the windows. Not very often, but they have a few lights here and there. And
Are we still morning?
it's morning, kind of reaching toward kind of afternoon, kind of mid-morning.
But it is in kind of a foresty area, so we have some Some shade.
Yeah, so it's fairly dark inside of here. Like I say, it's pretty like it's just ridiculously scary moments, and so yeah, there's something just off about the place, and let's see, everybody, let's roll perception.
Yes.
Because I should have done that before saying, "Oh, there's candlelights in there."
Oh, natural one. That's a 3.
Ooh.
No.
It's a 10.
Would I, as a like technically not like a cleric, but a priest of the Raven Queen, like at least recognize markers of undeath in the like?
Right.
There's
yeah,
definitely something weird here, so I'm just wondering if.
yeah.
That
Yeah.
An insight and
Roll me like a religion check just for the fun of it.
would be... Okay,
Low DC.
that's a 19.
No, jeez, yeah. So you get the feeling like there's no like gravestones or anything close by, so there's nothing that like would visually signify undead or anything like that. But there's also a weird vibe to the place. So it's but yeah, nothing screams undead, but it also doesn't scream like it's healthy. Be the best way to say it, I guess. Hopefully that's a.
oh, I got a 21 on
jeez.
perception.
Wow.
Oh yeah, perception. I still need to roll that.
Do some of that.
I got a 19.
Nice.
That's a 13.
15, not bad. Okay, yeah, perfect. So yeah, like I say, it's one of those where it's like it's seen better days. Nice. It's seen better days, and yeah, Apparine is just like soaking it in, getting the color palette for her next hairdo, and just loving things as they go. It's great.
Oh, 21.
Nice. And everything kind of has this facade of being run down. And as you get up to the doors, you see some lights through the windows and different things. And oh man, I just realized. So we're gonna jump into Roll20. And like I say, it's got Fog of War on. I hopefully know what I'm doing. I do not, because you're all in the wrong spot. Okay. Hang on. I fixed it. But the closer you get to this place, the more you realize it's more of a, like I say, it's more of a facade of being run down. The building itself is actually very structurally intact. So you don't get the sense that it's. Oh, I'm going to rejoin as a player. Hang on, because that's the thing.
So I only get one of them or two of them?
Oh, hi, everybody's gone. This is so fun. All right, whatever. I'm just gonna remove the Fog of War if I can remember how to do that. Because
Which room are we in?
so you're gonna be just right there in the front foyer. Like you're gonna, as you're walking up, you're gonna be walking right into that front foyer.
Are we in the Ruokoha realm?
Yes. Sorry, I thought you said room.
Okay.
I
did say room, but
Okay.
yeah, that was what I meant.
But I'm going crazy. Okay. Why is there not supposed to be lights right there?
It's all black for me.
I
Is that how
know
supposed to
it's
be?
not supposed
For
to
me,
be.
yeah.
But have that.
Hey, before we go in, can I be an inspiring leader for a
You
moment?
bet. It gives me lots of time.
Ooh.
You gotta
Okay.
incorporate your music.
Do I?
I don't know.
No, I don't.
You don't.
No, so I am gonna be like, before we go in there, and we all get, things could get rough and hairy, and then I'm gonna go through each person and point out how your style is just really working for you and just totally fits you, and like everyone just gets a boost and 5 temporary HP.
Ooh.
Nice. Like it. Like it a lot. Mr. Fog of War, go away. I know how to do this. I've done this before.
It's been a minute.
It's been a while. Say, how about now? Can you see now?
There
Hey,
it is.
Hey, there we go. Okay, just ignore that everything is well lit. I mean, that you can see everything. There's some stuff that I still hopefully can see that you can't.
I mean, all I see is a meat, so
All you see is
We were
you.
actually doing it on a table, we'd see it all,
right.
though.
Yeah,
so,
you
like,
know.
yeah.
All you see is you. No, you should see everybody, right?
Yeah, when I wanted to do the like fog of war thing at an actual table, I just used pieces of paper and just lay
Right.
them over
Yeah.
parts of the map that you're not supposed
I
to
don't.
see.
I guess
yet.
I could do that like digitally too, draw pictures and stuff. Yeah, it's fine. Whatever.
Plain to do
This is fun.
digitally, so.
Gives you a chance to look around. Yeah. So you come up and like I say, it gives off this really spooky vibe, but like everything still feels like very structurally sound. Like you knock on the door and it's a very solid boom, 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 rather than like a hit it and the door falls off type of a deal, which is what it kind of looks like it would do. And there's no answer, but yeah. So you knock on the door, you can see lights and stuff going on. There's no answer.
Oh, guess that's it, guys.
Does
Just
it-
kidding.
Does it look like these lights? Does it
is
look
it
like
locked?
candlelight, or does it look like lights can look a whole lot of different ways, especially if we're going into spooky house?
Right? Yeah. So
You said that we're knocking. Is it locked?
you can check and see. It's not locked. It's fine. Yeah. Yeah, it's not locked, so you should be able to open it. Sorry, I'm looking at my map notes now. Ooh-wee. So
I was gonna say if it's locked, I have my thieves' tools with me.
right. I mean, you can try it if you want. So there are a couple like so as you open up the front door, there are 4 torches in this front lobby that are glowing pretty well. I just realized that I'm using a different map than you guys are. Mine's daytime. That's why it looks so different. There are 4 kind of like they're not really sconces, they're more like candelabras, kind of lining this front hallway. And the different places that you can see, they are like it's not super bright light, but the different rooms do have enough light that you can kind of see into them and see what's going on inside of them. So, and you guys should have control of your tokens, so I'll let you guys.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. I assume we've stepped inside by now. If we have seen this stuff.
Yeah. Anybody bring in like candles or torches with them or anything like that? Maybe not.
I think I have some torches in my pack.
If not, that's fine.
I don't think they have a
Yeah.
pack.
Yeah, I have some torches.
That's fine.
I didn't give myself a pack.
Not a worry, not a problem. It's not gonna cause a lot of grief. But as soon as you guys walk in, like basically, it's almost like the vacuum of the door. Oh geez, lost a bunch of stuff. Just kind of blows out all the candles, and the candelabras. It kind of blows everything out, and so yeah, you're kind of left in a little bit of darkness
Ooh.
there. Is the only reason I ask.
How many of us have dark vision?
That's a great
I
question.
do.
Dark vision.
That would be a big old no over here.
I have it.
I have dark vision.
Are you human, Shara?
Yes.
Okay. What race are you, Heidi?
Human.
Okay, so you two don't have dark vision, and the rest of us should.
Could I magically have an oil lamp that I just pull out?
Sure.
And look,
Yeah.
guys, no smoke.
Make a luck check. Just roll a d20 and see if you have one in your pack. Above 10, you have one, and below 10, you don't. Find it on the ground.
Oh, that one.
No! Oh, so you reach in, you're like,
Have a
look, guys!
magical-
Oh, it's shattered in my hands. Oh, shucks.
I guess, especially with the general vibe of everything, I'm gonna take a minute to pull some chainmail out of my pack and actually don it, because things could get ugly. I would rather not just be wearing only my work apron. And, like,
Perfect. Yeah. So.
And with how much suit you have, that's like +1.
Yeah. And so things are getting creepy. We're getting kind of closer. I'm going to give Kira a bardic inspiration because, soft spot. I'm, kind of watching
She's better looking than
her back
me.
a little bit.
No.
I will cast Mage Hand and hold a torch.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, and you're welcome
Is
to.
Mage Hand a concentration?
I don't remember.
Oh,
just kind of be like
Was
poking
for a
around the
while.
room, checking to see if I find any doors and/or trap.
Right.
Just
Yeah. So as you come in, and we've got a mage hand with light. You can go ahead and relight the torches and stuff if you want, or the sconces. As you walk inside this room, you've got two big double doors on left and right, just kind of up in here, right there, and right there, the red pings. And then you have two stairwells that go up to the second floor, right in front of you. And then there's also a couple other hallways going further down. Yeah, like I say, this is kind of a nondescript front foyer. They've got two little tables that are just kind of looks like moldy, like appetizers kind of a thing sitting there. Just kind of, kind of rats are kind of scurrying across them and running away and taking whatever they want, kind of a deal. So, yeah.
I'm just going to be making investigation checks in every room to see if I find anything
Yeah.
that is
Perfect.
off.
So wait, are we in this room? Are we in one of the rooms? Or are we
So
still
you're
in
currently just in this front hollow area. Just kind of anywhere inside.
And
there.
since Heidi and I have also done
My
we get
investigation check.
any
for this
vibes or this could maybe look like a haunting, or or I don't know.
Yeah,
smelling
I'm gonna
like-
kind of look to
smelling-
them and be like,
or smelling,
paranormal.
or smelling types of sulfur, or just anything kind
Sure.
of
Yeah, either investigation or perception.
Right. I do investigation.
That's right. I
I-
wanted to try something for this game too.
21.
Nice.
I rolled a 2, so my investigation, which is +7, it's a 9. So,
Hey.
19.
Awesome. Perfect. Okay, yeah, so you kind of get aside from the vibe that you've kind of come to know from hauntings or, people making things look like hauntings, there's not a whole lot of anything new. So you've seen most of these signs before of there's a telltale sign of there's probably ghosts in here somewhere, but they're not throwing stuff around the room, so they're not scary poltergeist type of a deal. But yeah, and you guys can keep those perceptions up for a little while. But in this main room, there's not a whole lot as far as spooky, scary stuff. I did want to try something for this because of the way I have everything laid out. I'm gonna have everybody roll initiative right now, and we're gonna carry that initiative through the entire rest of this
Awesome.
deal
Okay.
because there's fun stuff going on.
Mhm.
Oh
I
boy.
knew I should have done my Spirit of Understanding. That's okay.
17.
And it's and we're not in combat or anything yet. What we're gonna do is anytime that we do get in combat, we're just gonna fall back to the same initiative order. Just because, it's just, like I say, I set it up weird, and I'm excited to try it. And you are
11 for me.
8.
and natural 1. Thanks, appreciate that. Switch colors here.
know I shouldn't
Chris,
stay
you said
up
you
and
had
watch
11?
Vox Machina after the session, but I really want to. But I also have to work tomorrow.
19.
Right. I do too, and I don't want to. I'll take the day off, like the last guy did. Heidi, what'd you get for yours?
17.
15, perfect. And then Sadie one more time.
8.
8?
8.
Perfect. Okay, so you and Ian have the same initiative. What's your dex? Man, look at this guy.
The modifier or the
Weareth his
total?
cape quite nicely.
Yeah, the modifier. What's your dex modifier?
4.
4. And Sadie, what's your dex?
3.
Okay. So it's gonna go there, and it's gonna go there.
I'm so happy I rolled crazy stats. It makes
Yeah.
me feel better.
It's always comforting.
So I added my
as a-
bonuses in really weird places because I didn't need them in my main.
Yay, weird stats! That's one of my favorite.
So, with our investigations, I'll kind of go over to Raylan, and we'll just start kind of like talking about like, maybe this,
Yeah. And Heidi, you said you had like a 21, 24, something like that? Something crazy?
Yeah, 21.
21?
Because
Okay.
I
I
rolled.
think I got that. I
plus
think
I
I
have
got
it
that.
plus 7.
19? Okay. So yeah, you guys
And
notice.
a perception check?
Yeah. So like they did like.
I also rolled a 21.
Perfect.
Nice.
So yeah, we got spookable perceptions, and then we got just regular perceptions. And
I did investigation with.
Investigation?
Looking.
Yeah, I
specifically
did
for,
perception.
Like, things like like drop in temperature of ghosts or like sulfur smells of devils or just that kind of.
So yeah, with that, you kind of notice that with the way these flames were extinguished, it seemed more like less spooky, more of a prank style of a trap. Like it's designed to be a spooky trap, but it's not so much of a ghost type of a paranormal blowing out the wind kind of a deal.
So, like, can we assume that this whole thing is probably man-made and not actually haunted?
Oh,
Well, like would that
You're
be the
professional.
assumption that we're trying to get from that?
Yeah, I mean,
Or-
you could assume whatever you want from that. It's just whenever you're looking at this, you're going, okay, so whatever this was, it definitely wasn't like a bunch of ghosts rushing out because the doors are open. It's more of a possibly somebody's just playing tricks. So,
Okay.
there's seed of doubt, but at the same time, it's like it's
Maybe it's
also
a mix of both.
scary. So yeah, exactly.
Could I specifically check to see if there's some kind of mechanism near the candles that's supposed to puff air on them or something?
Right. Yeah. So as you look around, because you rolled a 17 investigation in the first roll there.
I don't remember now. I've already forgotten.
It's fine. I know it was in the teens. So you notice there isn't anything exactly next to the candles or something. It's more of a.
No, 19 was it. So 19 was my.
It was above 15. That's fine. Yeah. So you notice it's more of there's a trigger inside the door. As soon as it's opened, a trap or a trigger goes off, and any open flame will be extinguished as it goes through, type of a deal.
Yeah.
So, that's too much information. That's where the trigger is on the front door. So, yeah. Okay.
I'll message Raylan again and be like, hope we don't accidentally hurt another pranking teenager.
Another day.
It was Whisper. You didn't hear that.
It's on the list. That's good.
Add it. Check. Okay.
Yeah, I would probably point out the mechanism and just say it's pretty clever, actually.
Yeah. So you're
not
putting on your chain, you're like, oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
Hypothetically, let's be careful if they're teenagers, not to maim them horrifically.
I like that idea.
I love mysterious backstories. They're my favorite.
No guarantees.
No guarantees. Perfect.
You play with fire? No.
Ooh.
Is this a wall right here? Or is there a door there?
I was looking at my iPad when you pinged. Sorry, it's not. It's the same
Right
map,
here.
but in the rock spot. That is a window.
That's a window.
So you kind of look in. There's a little bit
Am
of
I still
candlelight.
outside then?
I mean, you can be wherever you want. The doors are open.
Just on
Everybody's
the
kind
map, am I outside?
You're like on
yeah.
the
Okay.
Yeah, so
Or-
it's like a veranda. So right here in
That's
the
not
center
where I
is
thought
the.
I was.
You're good.
I will be up here in this corner.
Perfect. Yeah, and so like that's just more of a rug inside of there, so that's not like the corner of the room. So it goes to like the full edge, and then you've got stairways going up on either side, and then it kind of goes to the little
Oh.
half moon.
Oh,
So-
I see.
Any other preparation you want to go, or you just want to start kicking down doors?
I kind of want to come and look at this desk over here
Okay,
in
perfect.
this room.
So
Yeah,
there's a
Wanna,
big old double
like,
door
dig through
there,
it.
not locked.
Okay. Oh, but I want to like check it for traps before I go in.
Ooh, smooth. Okay, do a quick little investigation.
Can I help?
Yeah, go for it.
Does that give me
Roll.
advantage?
Roll with advantage. For some of these things.
Oh my heck, 10.
It's a little rough. You kind of looking around, and yeah, door seems to be fine.
Want to go in? Door's fine.
Yeah, it's not locked or anything. You can go ahead and open it up. Yeah, so you open it up, and in the fireplace, there's no fire, but we've got some different candles floating around the place that are just kind of, I'm not floating. They're sitting on the desk in different places. They're not actually floating. Sorry,
You
I
gotta
realize
be
it's spoken, but I
specific.
gotta be a little more specific. I realize that happened through my. You're good. They're gently resting on the table. So you got one just right there in between the two chairs on the bearskin rug, not on the little table between on the.
Right here?
Yeah, and then there's a candle on either of the two desks that are in there.
Okay.
And also you notice a book on top of the desk. One of the desks. Actually, there's a bunch of
Ooh.
there's a bunch of stuff on the desk. But yeah,
I want to look at the book specifically.
yeah, you do. Okay,
yeah, I do.
Perfect. Yeah, so the book is just like it's a nice leather-bound book. It's sitting open to an open page. It's also, it's got like a letter on top of it that's just kind of resting on top of it, just kind of on the corner, not really obscure it too much. Yeah. Do you want to read the book? Do you want to?
Yeah.
Yes.
I do, but not out
Yes.
loud,
Do.
just in case.
Perfect. Okay, roll me a DC 15 intelligence or religion check.
Legend?
Yeah.
Proficient in religion? That's okay.
I am.
16.
16. Nice. So as it has this nice little like magical sheen to it as you start like looking at it.
Before I read it,
Yep.
when I notice the magic, I would like to cast Identify on the book.
Perfect. Okay. Yeah. So as you cast Identify, it's the tome that's sitting there is it's a magical trap.
Ah!
Yeah. So if you'd read it, some fun stuff would have happened. Fine. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just like, hold on 1 second. As soon as I notice that magic, I'm casting Identify.
Yeah. So yeah, it's basically just a tome set up just to trigger a trap. It's designed to be enticing. The actual contents of the book are just really dumb. It's like basically a history book.
Tusk love.
Yeah, yeah. Somebody's been having fun, and they don't want anybody to rain on that phone. Just kidding. Yeah. So it's yeah.
I'm gonna take the book over to the fireplace. I'm gonna set it down, and I'm gonna cast Create Bonfire.
Nice. So you cast Create Bonfire, and yeah, this nice little purple smoke comes poofing out of the book, and the book is it's on fire in the fireplace. So awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, heck
I'm only
yeah.
opposed to burning books.
Book burner. I'm just kidding. Sorry. Apologize.
Mein complicated
Yeah.
view stats are pretty
Yeah.
nice.
Oh. Yeah. Sorry, I'll look at one thing real quick.
Red is passive, right?
Yes. Yep. Green is HP, blue is armor.
Blue is armor.
And yeah, passive perception. Where did my thing go? I don't remember how to. I had this really cool. Oh, there it is! I found it! I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Oh, maybe? Sorry.
There. Now my bubbles should be accurate. Not that anybody else can see them, but that's okay.
Nice. Okay.
Sorry, what are they again?
The owners.
Red is passive. Passive perception. Green is your HP. Blue is your armor class.
I don't know what happened to it. That's fine. Yeah, I could at things.
Okay, so as you guys are looking around investigating stuff, Ian is kind of just trying to stay in the center of the group, just keeping everybody like. He's kind of looking a little protective at everybody, watching over them instead of really worrying what's going on in the house.
Yep.
Like making sure they're not getting hurt.
Love it, I love it.
I'm gonna come back to the desk
Cool.
and rummage around more.
Perfect. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, a lot of it's just kind of just a lot of just old like kind of like junk mail almost. It's just mail that's been just kind of set up and placed different places, and it's older and kind of some of it's just like mildewy kind of stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
Can we see who it's addressed to?
That's what I was gonna say. Is it all addressed to the same person?
yeah,
Are they
so
all
it's
different.
yeah, so it's all addressed to the same person. And it's the old owner of the house. What is his name? I freaking where'd it go? There it is. It's Rychell, Rychell. And it's one of those where she's been gone for a long time. And so it's, you're not entirely sure how long the house has been haunted for, but yeah, she's been gone for quite a while.
Are there any local legends that anyone who's local would know?
Yeah, what do we know about this house other than it's haunted?
There's
Bad for business.
stories all over the place. Yeah, it's bad for business. There's stories all over the place. It's like I say, it's one of those. Some people say it's haunted. Other people say it's just a bunch of like punk kids that have like taken shelter in the house. It's their stories are all over the place. So nothing like super stands out. I mean, you got one guy's like trying to spread the rumor. Oh yeah, well, she was murdered in the house and she's still there haunting it. So
After spotting the one mechanism on our way in, I'm now like basically kind of poking and prodding at walls and stuff and looking around to see if I can find anything.
cool.
So
Oh, lost Craig. How dare you?
I don't
Craig.
know if I need to. I don't know if I need to re-roll investigation.
Yeah, oh, you're good.
That's what I'm doing every time we go somewhere. If I do, I rolled better than last.
Sorry, Craig dropped out for a second.
Welcome back.
Just checking out. Not allowed.
Peace out.
Peace out. Thank you.
Because this time I rolled a 23 for investigation.
Please set
Oh,
me free.
Nice. Yeah, so you don't see a whole lot as far as like other traps or anything like that inside this room. We'll let you keep that up for a little while as we go through different doors and different places. So
Sure.
yeah,
Is the fireplace going or not?
it is now
It is
going.
now.
Yeah.
No.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, Kira.
Was it when we came in?
Yeah,
She's like, oh, that book's a trap. Woof. Yeah.
I would like to like everyone's been doing their thing. I've been a little absorbed with like the architecture and the old house, the whole vibe, just soaking it in. And now that I've kind of come back to like, oh yeah, we're here for a reason. I am going to, look at the group and say, if you hear any screams, come and get me. And then I'm going to cast invisibility on myself and start walking around stealthily.
Oh, dude. Fantastic. Okay, roll me a stealth check.
Okay. Come on. Don't be dumb. Okay, that's not bad. 15.
That's not bad.
I'll take a 15. The other rolls have not been great. So I'm going to start by my goal is to just kind of, I'm not going to try and test any doors, but I'm going to kind of go up close to things and see if I can hear anything. Like, if there are punk kids doing this, then they're probably wanting to watch what's going on. So I am looking for that.
Nice. Perfect.
Looking around.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys watched
I'm going to start by...
as Apparine. I'm trying.
Yep.
Yeah. So you watch as Apparine just disappears. Boom. And it's like, and yeah. So go ahead and make a perception check while you're walking around the hallways.
Okay.
And then everybody else, what do you guys want to do?
I want to come out over here and check out the suit of armor.
Okay.
Like
17.
kinda
17. Nice. At the
Make
moment, you
sure
don't hear
that-
anything, but yeah.
I want to make sure the suit of armor is not going to jump out at us or something.
Roll for. No, I'm just kidding. It's just a normal suit of armor. It's fine.
I was going to say roll for Arcana because we're looking into magic and paranormal.
Dexterity
shenanigans.
saving throw. No, I'm just kidding.
Come over here, look at the taxidermy head on the wall, just like all of a sudden we're in the Evil Dead. It's like-
Perfect. I love it.
I'm gonna make my way over to the dining room. I'll kind of like
I'm gonna
like,
follow.
yeah, I'll kind
yeah,
of like
Perfect.
I was
Not
thinking
over
of
to
checking
Tyrileth.
that way next too. So
Awesome.
so
Okay. Yeah. So
I just like to look around.
perfect. So yeah. as
Is it
soon as
still
you're-
same investigation or roll a new one?
Same investigation.
Okay, so
Yeah, I guess
19, just kind of looking there at the lay of the room.
21 perception.
So as soon as you guys open up the door, you open up the door and like seemingly out of nowhere, all these ghosts pop up in each of the chairs, and they're just sitting there, just looking like they're just eating, going to town, like Casper and the Friendly Ghost story, just like, but they're nothing's actually eating anything. And then for those of you guys inside the door, go ahead and make a Dex saving throw.
Oh dear.
Ooh.
nat 20, I'll take it. I was kind of
Dang!
hoping hoping a nat 20 would come for something else.
Oh, 8.
8, perfect. I love an 8.
Dex save, right?
Yeah, Dex save. Perfect.
I'm flat.
My dex save modifier is
I'm-
only +1, so I'm glad I rolled well.
Right,
But
yeah.
it's-
I didn't actually go in the door yet.
Yeah. So as you're getting ready
But
to
I
go
was
through the
about
door,
to.
yeah. As,
Right behind.
as you're getting ready to
I mean,
go through the door,
yeah.
it's like, nope. As you get through the door, and Torvek, yep, okay. Torvek and Tal have both walked in. Torvek, you notice out of the corner of your eye something move, and so you instinctively dodge over, and Tal kind of looks at you like, what the heck, and gets hit in the back of a head, taking 1 point of damage, as 2 shadows come creeping out of the corners towards you guys. And I have...
Oh, how much do we still have our temporary HP?
Yeah, 5
Yes.
temporary HP, I believe is what it was.
Okay.
I gotta go back to my GM screen. Dang, I should be joining this one as... Sorry.
As soon as I hear commotion, I start heading towards the dining room.
Sorry, I just ruined my own maps here. That's good. Shifting ties. There we go. Okay. New map. Who this? I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. You and you to go to. Wada! Man, it's been a while. Okay. Map. screw up all kinds of stuff. This will be
My
fun.
boss gave me until noon next Friday. I go in at noon on Friday next week.
Ooh,
So-
and you get his name.
That'll be nice because I can stay up late.
Yeah. That'll be fun. Perfect. Yeah, so Chris, you take 1 point of damage because I didn't want to roll because I don't remember what to do. And yeah. Okay, so yeah, you got 2 shadows in the room, and we're going in initiative order. So Torvek, it was good that you did that that amazing natural 20 dodge because you're up first.
Okay.
So excited for the crit.
So, just do I get a sense that this is like an actual monster? Like, I'm just
Right. You can roll like an insight check if you want.
yeah, because I'm just skeptical about everything since we've found the mechanism before. I don't wanna, like just go like and like, hey guys, I killed a kid. Like, it's just,
I know
It
we
was
talked
very
about this, but,
hypothetical. We don't talk about it.
all right. So 17 insight.
Yeah. So as near as you can tell, this is just a medium undead shadow.
It is undead.
Yeah.
Because I figure I would at least recognize undead. Like,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, I forgot they were undead until I was like, oh yeah,
Looks like a class 5.
class 5 Spectre over here.
It's like, I mean, I'm a priest of the god of death, so I probably would
you
at
know.
least be aware of that much. So.
Yeah. Nice. Okay. So we'll use
So-
that as your action. Do you want to use a bonus action?
I'll call that a bonus action. I
Perfect.
would otherwise use that for like activating Spirit of Fortitude, but I'm not. I'll hold on to that, and we'll just say in. So I will. I will exercise this shadow with prejudice. Like,
Please do. Ruin my day. No, I'm just kidding. That's what I made him for.
yeah. Why not? I'm gonna draw my chain anchor, and I am going to let's call this a great weapons master attack with the like
Heck, yes.
Nice.
the -5 attack roll for more damage. Just let's hope I roll well. Oh yeah, that's good actually. So let's see. So that is 15.
15? Yeah, that definitely hits.
Okay. So that will definitely be painful then, no matter what. It's plus 10 from that.
I love it. Oh.
Because it's a -5 to the attack roll for plus 10 on the damage.
Yeah, that's right. Man, I love great weapons.
Yeah.
It's so mean.
And the actual damage is... I think we can probably say goodbye to this shadow. Because that is... I rolled an 11 on the die, 21 plus 4, so 25 damage, 25 bludgeoning.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you basically throw the anchor into the wall and just watch the shadow
Yeah.
pull the anchor out and like.
Yeah. And in that case, oh, I don't have a bonus action though because I used my insight. Shoot, because I killed it, so I would get my Great Weapons Master bonus attack. I could go hit the other one.
Oh right,
too,
right, yeah.
But
Is
apparently
it, if you
not this
kill one,
guy.
does it count as a bonus attack, or was it?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
it's a bonus action.
Gotcha. I thought if it dropped it to 0, it like just swung around.
Yeah, it's a bonus action if you either score a crit or reduce something to
That's
0
right,
HP.
that's right, okay.
So
Gotcha.
I guess I'll just I will
Yeah,
run over here, keep a little distance because with my chain anchor or I can still hit it from this distance, but I will just hold off for now
Perfect.
because that's all I can do.
Nice. Okay. And Raylan, if you want to do anything,
So these are ghosts? Or
Uh,
are they undead?
they're undead. They're called
Or are
Shadow.
those the same thing?
I honestly have no idea.
Cousins.
They're along the same vein.
Because, like, I just realized that even though my background is, like, hunting paranormal, I don't think I have anything that can actually hurt them.
That's right. It's on the crate that's on the boat that you came in on. You forgot it, and it's got messed up in baggage claim, and yeah, you're fine.
I was thinking that, though, like, can't ghosts get damaged by silver? Could I just say all my arrows are silver plated? or something?
True. Yeah.
And then it's, like, half damage?
It's half damage if it's not magic.
Oh, is that how it works?
For most ghosts, at least.
Oh yeah, if it has damage resistance, I might not have killed that one actually.
So you got a total of
Might have come-
25.
Yeah, 25 with the with resistance.
Would be
So, according to
12,
this
13.
article,
14.
which I have no idea which version this is, but it says that
Ice toast. He's good.
silver weapons do half damage. So, is that okay?
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Okay. Yeah, I can do something then. Okay.
Oh, you're totally fine.
Okay, so I'm gonna I am going to use my longbow. And that's natural 20 to 26.
No! Well, love that natural 20. All right. Well, I mean, on top of it hitting, it's 26.
So
Oh, not quite inaccurate. Not quite.
halved and rounded up, which is what you do with damage in 5e always, I think, is I would have done 13 damage.
Right.
No,
So-
like 26 is the.
Right. Yeah. You,
No,
you got 26 to hit, but for David's turn, yeah.
Yeah, I was just saying since I dealt 25 damage, but it resisted the damage that I did, I would have only dealt half damage, and since I've halved but rounded up is 13, that's what I would have.
And I have a thing that if I have you knock something down to within 5 points of its life, I roll a Constitution save for the creature. If it fails to save, it's dead anyway, because you
Okay.
just knocked 13 out of 16 points out of him. So there's
We can't
No,
see any
no,
ghosts. Is that?
yeah.
Yeah.
Can't see any ghosts. There should be one in there, right here.
I see it.
That one?
Just the black guys in the corner.
Oh,
We don't see
okay.
the table.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
yeah,
like,
the ghost.
I'll
the
take
table is
it.
just a
Wanted to make sure that I wasn't like unfairly getting.
Nope, you're totally fine. I was looking at him like, oh, that's right. Yeah. So he failed his Constitution saving throw. So, yeah, if it's
Okay.
so
So then do I
26?
even need to hit
yeah,
then?
you definitely got hit. So you hit the lower one. So that was definitely a hit. It's crit. So roll your dice, and the way we do crits is it's max damage plus a dice roll. If that makes sense.
Okay, so my dice roll was 11.
Okay, so 11 plus, and then what's your max damage? So it'd be your
What would you get if you rolled the absolute best?
I
that you could
think
roll?
it already did something because I
Oh,
clicked the 1d8.
right. D&D Beyond
plus
does it
4?
for you. So it just doubles
Yeah.
the dice for you.
Okay, so 11
Okay.
total.
Perfect.
So it did 3 plus 4 plus 4.
Yeah, it's almost max damage anyway, isn't it?
It would normally be 1d8 plus 4.
Oh, a D8 plus 4. Okay. So
That means
I'm gonna,
you would have done
8 plus
14 or 15, I think, actually, because it's 8
Yeah.
plus 4 plus the 3 that you roll. So it would have been 15, right?
yeah. So you rolled 3 on the dice.
Hmm.
Okay, so 3 plus 8 is math 11 plus 4, so 15. Yeah. Okay. So let me roll, because he's only got 1 HP left. And what did I say it was? Oh, yeah, he's toast. So yeah, you turn around and arrow right through the head of the shadow, and the shadow just melts into the ground and disappears. Nice. It's not good.
But my thing said that my damage is that silver does half damage.
So 15
Oh,
halved would be
right.
7,
I forget these things.
8, 8.
Okay, so it's not dead yet. It's half
Half dead.
dead.
Half dead.
It's already undead. Now it's half dead again. So nice.
I'm not dead yet.
You're not dead yet. Okay. In that case, put back on. Okay.
I am not dead.
yeah,
I am not dead yet. I can do that by listening.
I'm glad somebody else knows that one.
I used to own the original cast album for that.
Oh, so good. Apparine, you hear some noises. It's going to take you a second to get back. Do you want to come running back? Or do you want to keep looking down the hall?
Yes. If I wasn't finding anything that was catching my attention in the hall so far, I was gonna start running back, which would be 10, 20, 30. That'll get me to about here
Okay.
with my running.
It's like
Unless
you
I can dash.
you just
You
hear like a
dash.
ow, and then the sound of an anchor snapping into a wall.
You know, that really sound of anchors smashing into walls. It happens in the port city all the
all the
time.
time. All the time. It's
Yeah.
that one
So
saber.
with a yeah, right.
Yeah, as bonus
You
action.
may not be able to identify the specific thud, but you hear a very loud thud. So.
Nice.
Did you hear
So-
that suspicious
Dash.
thud?
I'll get up here, and that, and a. So
Bonus
the dash
action.
with my action, with my bonus action, I will give a bardic inspiration to Tal.
Nice. That's a D6 right now, right?
D6, yes.
How long do those last?
10 minutes, so as long as we have the bonus health HP, you'll have that too. A little bit longer.
Perfect. Okay, yeah. So you come run in the room. You see all these ghosts just chomping down on food that's not actually there. You look over and see the imprint of an anchor. Look over at Tal, see him like kind of rubbing the back of his head, like, what was that? And his arrow stuck into the wall, and you're like, Tal, here you go.
Okay, yeah.
What's your mode of inspiration? Like, are you singing songs, or are you like just like word of inspiration?
I
Hairspray?
have.
You just like fluff your hair. You're like, you're inspired.
Love it.
You look nice today.
Compliment.
They're like, yes, artistic compliments.
Love it.
Yes,
Perfect.
something like that.
I love it. Yeah, so you walk in, you're like, it's actually like a compliment. It looks like a chess scene.
No, yeah. When he first came in, I definitely admired his black and white ensemble. So
Nice.
that was
Perfect. Love it.
I cast vicious compliment.
that works.
Oh, I'm staying. You look amazing.
Yes.
Oh, I love it so much. Okay. And with that vicious compliment, Tal, it's now your turn.
All right. So seeing the shadow, I'll scoot back just a little bit because yeah, and I will, as a bonus action. So I have this like, just one kind of like a light gauntlet on my left hand, and as a bonus action, I'll have this light blue arcane shield pop up. And then I will attack with a force start. I have like three different. I have three different sheets because it's not an official.
Yeah,
Next.
All right.
because we have 2 mage hand press classes here.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
That's right. Tal's a war mage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. 15 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. So I send out this kind of like silver dart, and it does Do I add? David, do you know if you add your intelligence to?
I don't remember.
I don't think I would, because
I know barbarians. That's about it. So, apologies. I'm very helpful when it comes to helping other people.
it automatically added plus
I am.
my intelligence, but I don't know if.
I'm trying to remember how it works.
Okay, here we go. For start. Sorry guys, just one sec.
Take your time. New character. Who this?
Right. Yes.
I'm just excited.
I don't see anything about adding intelligence, so I'll just assume that it's not. Okay, that is 8.
Damage, but
D8.
That's 8. Yeah, 8 force damage.
Whack. So yeah. Okay. Yeah. Perfect. So yeah, you've launched this. You said it was a force dart.
Yeah.
I gotta not mix
It's
that up.
it's a new cantrip.
No, I love it. That's cool. Yeah, so you see this dart just kind of like blast through the shadow's shoulder and just like create a hole, and then slowly come back. Nice. Okay. After Tal, Ian, it is now your turn. So Ian, from the hallway, you kind of look in and you see this anchor go flying across the room, Boom. and then yeah, everyone comes running around doing all kinds of crazy stuff. The anchor just cracked me up.
Have we seen this thing's resistant to? Is it resistant to physical weapons or?
It's kind of anything non-magical. It's a little resistant to.
But it's not immune, just
Yeah,
resistant.
doesn't resist force damage.
Okay.
I mean, it's probably immune to poison because it's dead.
Yeah.
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 All right, Ian's.
I mean,
He's gonna step over.
I'm trying to avoid metagaming because I do remember a couple things about shadows, but it like
That's fine. I'm just wondering what we've seen so far.
Roll
it's not like-
a metagame check.
Yeah.
See how much your character knows about
It's
it.
like- I mean,
Yeah.
for me, it doesn't make any difference. I don't have anything that deals the kind of damage it's vulnerable to,
Right,
but I remember what kind of damage it's vulnerable to.
Okay. So yeah, Ian's gonna hurry over here and you're gonna see that he kind of clutches this stone that he's got that had in his robes around his neck, and he's gonna fire off a sacred flame at
Ooh, nice.
the. I was gonna make my rolls ahead of time. Oh gosh, I don't even know what the spell does. It descends on the creature.
It does the kind of damage that it is vulnerable.
Oh, it's a dex. That's good. So it's a dex
by the
saving throw for the thing. Not an
Unless
attack roll. It has to make
dex
it.
save like every other thing you attack with sacred flame.
Let's see. The deck save is like 2, right? Because I think that's the only way I'm going to survive this. Where's my dex?
Must
Oh,
succeed.
where's my dex?
Okay. Because it's a cantrip, it's a take damage or
The save or just
Save or suck.
nothing.
Save or suck.
okay. What's your
saving
save
yourself.
DC on that?
14.
14? Yeah. Okay. I rolled a total of 11. So yeah, you watch as the shadows like kind of dodging and weaving, all these things going flying through, and all of a sudden this radiant beam of light as you see Ian, you kind of feel this presence over your shoulder as you reach out with your talisman, and it feels like there's another hand on your hand, and this beam of light drops down through the ceilings, and the shadow is just erect.
Nice. That's awesome.
This holy radiant light that is vulnerable to.
So for my
The voice of
non-turn,
the voice
I'm
of the
gonna run
Unreal
into the
announcer
hall.
comes out. Like double kill.
for my non-turn, I run into the hall. I'm like, everybody okay?
I think so.
I think
So it
we've
seems
handled the
whatever we're dealing
situation
with
for the
is-
moment.
This seems slightly more serious than just pranks if there's actual undead here.
Yeah, those were not punk kids. I mean, not anymore. Who knows? Before.
They might have been at one point. You don't know. I'm not one to judge.
Sure don't.
Just kidding. They stay in the shadows,
I
so
To be fair, weren't we all punk kids at one point or another?
So true. So true.
No.
It doesn't count if you're still there. No, just kidding.
yes.
I'm 26 years old. Thank you very much.
Just kidding.
You don't look a day past. Okay, anyway, sorry. Moving on. So yeah, you guys wrecked these two shadows, and the table full of ghosts are still just going to town. They're just ignoring everything. They're just, yeah. Yeah.
How many ghosts are there?
There's one in each of the chairs, so there's 8 ghosts. Just like I said, they're not like
I'll just move back a little bit.
totally ignore anything that you guys are doing. They're just going to town. Like they're just
Should we get rid of him just for the principle of the thing?
Could I check? Could I make an investigation to see if they're ghosts or like an illusion type magic or?
yeah.
I was wondering that too.
Sure. Why not? What do you want to roll? You want to roll investigation, Arcana, something cool like that.
I'm down for either.
I can do investigation, arcana, or religion, and my bonus is the same in any case. Like,
I was gonna say I think they're all intelligent based, right?
yeah,
Yeah, same here. I was the bookworm.
and I'm proficient in all of those because
Nice.
I'm a craftsman and a priest. So I'm like,
Nice.
Yeah, I'll let David roll and I'll just give him advantage.
Yeah,
Perfect.
I have the same for all of them too.
yeah.
Yeah, like I say, I think they're all based
'Cause-
off of intelligence. So
And my intelligence is 20, so it's my highest stat.
Mine's 19.
so many broken characters. I love it.
Yeah.
I love broken things. Like my encounters, I love them. They're so broken.
Like my encounters.
That's another nat 20. I'm gonna get only nat 20s for non-attack rolls. That's what's
I am
gonna happen.
here for that. Makes my job so much easier.
So that's a 27 on whichever of the 3 I did.
27 on the make sure it's not real move. Yeah, so you kind of walk up to the table and kind of like brush your hand through it, and like I say, this ghost is just ignoring you, and you notice that all the ghosts plus like as you look along the wall, all the wine bottles are all fake, all the ghosts are all fake. The only 2 things that were really real are the only things that are real are like the table that are in there, the chairs, and the 2 shadows that popped out of nowhere. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Interesting.
So is
Is there like an item making the illusion?
that magic or is it a mechanical thing?
It's more of a magical effect, just kind of just like almost like prestidigitation, minor illusion type of a deal.
Yeah,
Wait,
just
is it
for
coming from something? Can we get rid
the
of that
flavor
thing
of
so
it.
that it doesn't freak people out?
Yeah.
Yeah, you bet. It's coming from the candelabra in the middle of the table, because that's cool.
Can I mage hand grab it just to
Yeah,
kind
you
of like
bet.
check it out?
As soon as you lift it off the table, the illusion disappears.
Okay.
Yeah.
I kind of like.
Just for the flavor of it, I would have like explained that it was like an illusion that I could tell. Just like it's like if these were real undead, then it would have felt cold when I passed my hand through it. That would have been, just
Yep. So
Heidi,
Get a little
what was
undead
your
101.
Initiative.
Heidi's initiative is 17.
Okay.
Sorry, I should take a picture of this. But then
I'm just working on initiative order for the chat.
I can take a picture of what I've got too. Ow. Because I got my fancy one. I missed it. Alright, well, if you've got it, I won't worry about it then. Got my awesome magnet board, dusted it off. Yeah, just about.
laughing at the idea of like you take the candelabra off the table, the ghosts disappear. Kira takes the candelabra and goes and throws the fire in the other room.
And that one's done.
Ta-da!
Lots of trap.
Burn all the pranks.
Yes, please. I'm here for it.
Do you think we need to bring anything back with us to kind of prove that we fixed it?
I mean, you can whatever you want.
Do we think that's the end of the problem?
Probably not.
I don't think so.
Nah.
Yeah,
I
let's
think
go
it's
home.
just the
I
first
mean,
2 rooms of
Yeah,
it.
there's another story to this, or story to this. Floor. Same thing. Anyway.
Like, well, we've cleared out 2 rooms. I think we're done. Here.
Burn it down, boys. Burn it down.
I'll
Hey,
tell the
I'm
problem right
smart.
here.
I'm not
Let's
wise.
torch it. Oh,
Let's
Any
switch.
kids in here, get
love
out!
it so much.
Oh, boy.
Perfect. Okay. Yeah. So continuing on. What else you guys want to do? I mean, you could stop looking right now if you wanted to.
I gotta zoom out. I don't know how big this floor is, I guess.
It's fairly good size.
Now,
It's not huge.
so is this like a patio out the other side of the dining room?
Yeah. So it kind of leads into like a little walled off garden area.
Okay. I'm gonna be holding my crossbow as I just step outside. I'm gonna just scan the area.
Yeah. Easy enough.
Oh, as
Probably
Sure.
bad thing.
as David's character leaves, I'll be kind of like, "That's a really cool anchor, by the way."
Right.
Just like nod and like acknowledgement and
Are
look
these
around.
wine bottles, and are they unopened?
So they were part of the illusion.
Oh.
Sorry.
Any good,
Can't give you
any
too many good things, otherwise it won't work. It might just magically disappear. Yeah, so you go out of the patio. There's really not a whole lot there. There is a set of stairs that are leading up, and nothing exciting.
And there's nothing suspicious about that pond.
Not at the moment.
Other than the floating body.
the mist that is pouring out of it, and
I have flashbacks to a beholder coming out of a pond in a different haunted house.
I
Thanks,
I'm just
David.
like, gotta check.
thought of
I
putting
was
something like
just
that. but never
thinking
had a
when
time.
we went into that room with the fake ghost, the first thing I thought of was Jisoo like getting too close to the table
what I
full of
thought of,
undead
yeah.
with the thorn.
Yeah. I can have
like,
necrotic resistance.
ow!
Yeah, like
It hurts.
Actually, the thought that I had.
every undead I walk into,
Yeah.
one
Go ahead.
I was doing Orcus and he can summon 500 HP worth of undead. I'm just like,
Ooh, Jisoo died.
pop, bet.
Yeah.
Rise my arm. What
Just a heart
happened to him? Oh, I love it so much. Yeah, I was hoping for that kind of a flashback. So
I want to
Yeah.
come and raid this bookshelf
All right.
that's back in the study.
there's a parody book entitled "The History of the Decline and Fall of the Dwarven Empire."
Ooh.
It's supposed to be acted as a parody of a real world book.
Mhm.
So, it's yeah. They also have. Hang on, let me see how many books are on the shelf. Cool. And then there's also a contemporary forbidden tome entitled "The Golden Wind." Pretty cool.
Golden.
I'd read you more about it. But
Have I heard? Have I heard about any of these books before?
Roll a history check.
Madam Librarian.
Right.
History. 7.
7. Yeah, you don't know too much about this book.
This very small
It's
library.
a small library. Plus, it's an older book, and isn't it's kind of torn, stained pretty bad. A couple of the pages are missing, but it is also written in Abyssal, so you can't really get.
I know Abyssal.
You know Abyssal. Mhm.
Yeah.
Does anybody else know that? No. Shush. I'm just kidding.
Well, if it comes up in
If
conversation.
it comes up, then yes, you'll
Yeah.
know. Yeah.
Okay.
Like I said, leatherbound, big old creepy.
I
Tom.
am gonna step out and see if there's anything noticeably unusual about this little garden area.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot inside of
Can
there.
I,
Oh, go ahead.
can I help?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll investigation. See if there's something actually in there.
Patios are my favorite terrain.
Yeah, step out and use bathroom real quick.
That sounds good.
Want me to roll investigation for it? Or was that somebody else asking something else? And
I was saying, could I help?
Yeah.
So you get advantage.
Yeah. So there's,
I was just
there's not a whole lot outside.
okay.
Some gnarly trees and lots of mosquitoes because it's standing water.
Yeah.
Okay, Ian's going to cautiously step through into this next hallway here and peek into the kitchen, it looks like.
Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna walk back around through and start going down that hallway as well.
In the center there, that is like a chimney. The big black square.
So is it a blocking of the
Yeah.
hall?
So,
Okay.
but they have doors on either side of it. So yeah, it's a big old chimney. That,
Okay.
The only reason I know that is because it goes through the second floor. Yeah. So yeah, you look inside the kitchen. Roll me an investigation check.
Da, 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 da. Oh, no, what number is that? That's a 7, okay. 9?
Okay. So yeah, you look in and there's actually like the food that's on the table does not look spoiled. Like it looks like it's like been like fairly recently prepared, but just kind of abandoned.
But it looks real?
Yeah, it looks real.
How much food? Like
Right.
feeding several people, enough for like a group or
Yeah,
one?
it's kind of like a small group. It's not like enough to feed an army or anything like that, but moderately sized amount of food.
Okay.
So.
Just come start looking at this little bedroom over
Yeah.
here.
I'll start making my way up here just to check.
Yeah. Okay, so everybody roll investigations and tell me what you want to investigate. It's fine.
I'm still just kind of looking around for anything that looks unusual, any mechanisms, anything that like seems like there's the energy of undead about it as long as I'm at it.
Sure.
Because we've been into a couple. And that's 1.
Nice. Yeah, so nothing noticeably about anything undead like pings or anything like that. Inside the room it's kind of dusty. And there's a small chest in the corner that's filled with a bunch of like personal effects, like a family photo and some like dusty clothes, that kind of stuff. And there's also like a few there's like a practice shield and a couple practice wooden swords just kind of sitting in the corner, leaning up against the corner. So
Just move on to the next one. Then.
Chris, you said you wanted.
Yeah. I'll just kind of check out here. Is this like a trough area? Or?
Yeah. So back there, that's more like a bathhouse.
Oh, okay.
And so as you go in, go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
I'm going with him.
Okay, perfect. You guys are welcome to roll separately or add to each other, whatever you want to do.
Were we gonna like reuse our same rolls that we rolled at the beginning, or are we rolling new?
I'm gonna have you guys roll new on this one.
Okay.
Natural 20!
No!
So 25.
Thing spotted.
Yeah, 13.
Nice. Okay. So as you get into the room, yeah, you notice there's like these 3 like partitioned off little like bathing areas. It's almost like a sauna kind of a deal, bathhouse, and in the center there's a It's like a raised brazier type of a deal. It's like a copper bowl filled with a bunch of gemstones sitting in the middle of it.
Is there like anything like with the piece of wood on the ground that I could kind of like just poke that with, just to see if it looks like a trap or something?
I mean, yeah, you can. There's probably like a towel rod that's hanging there. You can pull down.
I'd like to investigate to see if it looks like a trap and
Sure.
kind of like poke it with the stick and stuff.
Do
I roll again or keep the natural 20?
roll actually a religion check.
Ooh, I'm proficient.
That's fine. There's not a whole lot visibly about it that's like unsettling or off. They're just bowls full of gems in the middle of the room.
16.
16? Nice. Yeah, so you get the sense this is almost like a religious offering. And it's from that you get the sense of like it's almost like an aura of necromancy on the bowl.
Mhm.
So I mean you can poke at it with a stick if you want, but I mean there's...
Okay. With whisper, because I don't have to like see that. Oh, no, it's whisper. Is it 100 feet?
something like that. 100, 120.
So for David, is it is it Tovak?
It's
Torvik.
Torvik. Yeah, Torvik.
For Torvik, is it like very clear that he's like a Raven Queen priest?
I have a pendant of the
Okay.
a Raven Queen.
I
symbol
will-
on my neck. Yeah.
I don't know if he's 120 feet within range, but I will try and message him and be like, we got a offering bowl. It looks like necromancy stuff.
Well, I'll take a
See if
look.
you're
Yeah.
120.
I think I should be.
Where am I? Oh yeah, you're good. Like, not exactly sure where you are, but if you can hear this,
Yeah. Yeah, I'll just answer that I'll come take a look in a moment.
Okay.
I was
and while
already-
he's kind of like on his.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was already in this room and I was just gonna take a look around real quick.
Oh yeah, and while he looks, I'll just kind of take a look at this bowl a bit.
At
Okay.
least if the map is to be believed, it looks like there's smithing equipment in this room because I
Yeah.
see tongs and a hammer and some stuff like that.
Yeah, there's quite a bit of like crafting, smithing tools and stuff inside the room. It was probably like the farrier's like boarding room type of deal. Well used, not super rusty, so up for grabs.
Yeah. I mean, the shop's very well equipped. I don't particularly.
Some dusty rolled up like drawings of different like blades or different designs of different things that they wanted to make and super stand out like woo kind of a deal.
Okay.
Would I recognize anything about who this is supposed to be an offering to?
It doesn't look like it's set up for any specific deity. It's just yeah. So it's just got this aura of necrotic energy, whatever. That energy, it's bad. It's terrible. It's good. It's touch it to find out. I'm just kidding. Words, they're fun.
What did I miss, y'all?
So we're just searching rooms. In the top middle room there, it's like a bathhouse, and there's
We found a tub full of gems.
copper brazier full
For
of
necromancy.
gems, and they're all full of gems. and they're all full of.
And it's
Yeah.
not, and it's necrotic.
Yeah, it's like a necromancy
Hey,
energy.
Did
Yeah.
anybody come check this blue bedroom?
Nope.
That's where I'm heading.
And I think we missed this. Did we miss this room up here?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we got the 2 rooms on the right side, 1 room on the left, and then like a little storage area.
I'm checking the door before going.
Yeah. So, yeah, with your relation with the Raven Queen, yeah, you notice that it's very necromancy energy coming off of it. But let's see. Where are my notes? Go ahead and roll me a religion check real quick.
Okay. 24.
Perfect. So you notice on the copper brazier, there's some markings on there, and it almost looks like, as if it's like registering as. I mean, you don't really know exactly what they are, but you get the kind of sense. It's kind of like the tree of life, where there's like one universal tree of life, and everybody kind of recognizes all the different variations of the tree of life. It's like that, but this one, it's almost like it's depicting the fountain of youth, basically. And so, whatever you want to infer about that, but that's kind of what it is. Yeah, it's definitely like necromancy. Yeah.
Are you guys talking about this as you investigated, or?
I'd probably be explaining anything I figure out about it out loud. So
Okay. So
anything I
as he
would
starts
know.
mentioning necromancy, Ian's gonna get kind of a nervous sweat about him, and he's gonna be like, "I'm gonna go make sure Kiara's okay. We haven't heard from her in a bit," and he's gonna just step down the hall.
I'm just investigating this door, trying to make sure it's not trapped or anything.
A very fancy door. Okay, roll an investigation check.
Nice, sis. Well done.
Investigation. Ooh, that's good. That's 22.
22. Nice. Yeah, door doesn't seem to be trapped or anything. Excuse me. And you go ahead and wiggle the handle, and it's not locked. So.
Okay. I'm gonna just barely open the door and kind of creep inside very carefully. We've had enough booby traps that I'm nervous now.
Excellent. Perfect. Let me check my notes here real quick. Okay. Yeah, so you open up the door, and it seems to be more like a maid's quarters. There's very simple living. There's not a whole lot of stuff inside of there. It's pretty dusty, nice thick layer of dust kind of everywhere. There's like an ink quill and a couple pieces of paper, but yeah, there's not a whole lot inside this room. So
You said there's a piece of paper?
yeah, there's just like a couple pieces of paper on the writing desk.
Do they have anything written on them?
I don't remember. No, they're just blank pieces of paper sitting there.
Paper?
Yeah.
I'm gonna fold them up and stash them in my jacket. And
A couple pieces of
I
dusty
assume
old
I've
paper.
got a bag of some kind. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna put them in my bag, and then I'm gonna take that quill and inkwell. And I'm also gonna put that in my bag.
Perfect. Yeah, sure.
With this brazier, would I be getting any kind of sense of actual evil out of it, or is it something that is more? Because necromancy sounds bad, but it's also there's
Right.
a bunch of stuff that is the Raven Queen has a whole bunch of stuff associated with necromancy that isn't evil,
Right.
for that matter. So
Yeah.
so it's-
It doesn't get off like a distinctly evil vibe to it or anything like that. It's just kind of just a neutral feeling, but yeah, something to do with life.
I will tell everyone to move 10 feet back and see what happens if I like pick up some of the gems with Mage Hand.
Oh, with Mage Hand. Okay.
like, just to be safe, I'm going to step entirely out of the room.
Well, I'll also ask, is this advisable, do you think?
I mean, would I have a sense of whether there is danger from this? I don't know. I could.
Right. You don't really get a sense of danger. Like I say, it's more of a like it's just how do I describe it? It's more of like a sense of like a sense of life. Is kind of the easiest way to describe it. So it's not like dangerous or anything as far as that's concerned. But I mean, with all magic, there's always a give and take. But it's kind of a
I mean, the question is where the life, if there came from.
Right. Yeah.
It's like, is the life energy there from the last people who touched it? Or like someone who was sacrificed? Or is it something that is more...
Yoink.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll just try and pull a couple up
Okay.
with Mage Hand.
Perfect. With Mage Hand. With Mage Hand. Sure. Let's do this. Highs or lows?
Highs.
Highs. Okay. So you lift him up and nothing happens.
I will bring in Mage Hand and kind of pick one of them up.
Perfect. Roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
It's not super hard. You're on level 1. So.
Natural 1, 6.
Yes! Ah, so heavy. Okay.
No.
That's bad.
The demon smiles. It's already too late. Okie dokie. Roll me a d10 real quick.
All right. 10.
10. Nice. Woo. Okay. So you guys watch as Tal magically grows 10 years younger.
Oh.
How old are you, Tal?
That's why it was the Fountain of Youth. That's why.
I actually hadn't decided on an age. I figured like in my
Whatever you are, you're now 10
30s
years
or
younger.
something.
So
You're in your 20s now.
My new dragon dead.
I'm so excited. This is so fun. Perfect. Cool.
Did you decide how old you were?
I was thinking late 20s.
You're now older.
I can drink in like 3
Because
years.
I'm guessing we're around the same age. So,
Uh-huh.
Not anymore.
So I
You're
might be
definitely
like-
yeah.
I might be late teens or.
older. Awesome. Oh, I'm so excited.
Just like, hey guys, I found one of those punk kids we were hearing about.
Go home, punks.
I
Oh, no.
love it. Oh, I'm so excited for that one.
Your clothes
Perfect.
are just a little bit looser. A bit white as well.
Getting flashbacks.
Oh no, acne again!
Please not again. No. Awesome. Okay.
Daniel, while I'm in this room, real quick, I'm gonna also put the blanket and the pillows in my bag
Okay.
before I move on.
Okay, they're a little dusty. They got, yeah, like I said, they got lots of dust to it. They're not too terrible. It's been fairly dry in the room, so yeah. Apparine, did you have something you want to do over there?
In
I was
retrospect,
gonna
maybe we
check
should have
out
reduced that
the.
end of youth thing.
I was going to check out the storage room through the kitchen.
Okay, perfect. Excellent. Check on something here.
I kind of want to like cover my hands and I can take some of those gems with me. Like,
I'll just mage hand.
Keep on that.
just take it in a bag very carefully and have you mage hand the gems into it.
It should make you roll for that, but I like that. That's great. Okay.
Just-
I
double bag it.
Fountain of Youth gem.
didn't. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. This is like the weirdest bag of caltrops that I have.
Oh,
Everyone gets young and insecure, and they're like, "Oh!"
you have
I like-
6 gems in your bag.
I just toss gems at somebody and I turn into a baby again.
Fatality.
Yes.
Yeah, did they go negative? Don't throw it at kids. Yeah,
I'll
so you
just-
have 6 of those stones. 6 of the
Out
gems.
of reach of children.
Bag of youth gems.
I'll take a few and put it in a bag too, just to like study them, you know,
Okay.
later
So you've cleaned them out.
very carefully.
You get 5 more, so it's a total of 11. Right? Yeah. Perfect. Okay. Yes. So Apparine. Woo. I said it great earlier, and then I just lost it.
Yep.
Apparine. What is your alignment?
I'm going to say neutral good.
Perfect. Okay. Go ahead and roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom. Wisdom the save.
She-
This-
Oh, there she is.
Not good.
Yeah. So she just opened up
All right. That's a 10.
Okay. Perfect.
Not great.
So as you open up the door and you take your first kind of like look in, these magical chains come whipping around your ankles and up your body, and so you're just kind of held in place, and you are restrained.
Well,
Yeah.
found another booby trap.
Don't want people stealing their food, apparently.
Do they have any, like, now that the door is open, is it stocked with food?
There's like a couple crates up
Yeah.
front that are still fairly decent, but the rest of it's just rotting, just like decaying. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of good stuff in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Apparine is now restrained in a bunch of chains magically. Does anybody
Yeah.
come to her aid? If not, you can roll a strength saving throw. Or a strength check. Strength.
I mean, I'm nearby. I'd probably be able to see it. I can come over. I'm not sure how much I
I
can
can
do
give
to
it a
help.
try.
Yeah, so if you
I
want to break
rolled a
ground or-
17
17?
strength save.
Perfect, that's what
Yeah.
you needed. So you're able to you're like, you know, just as Torvek. Yeah, it's like I wrote it down. I have terrible handwriting apparently because I can't read it myself. Anyway, so this is Torvek comes up and starts grabbing the chains. You're just like, I got it. Oh, I'm just gonna fall off.
God. Woo. Well,
That's Chris.
as far as booby traps go, not too bad.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Yeah, I like it. It's a fun little trap. I like the trap.
Seems like the good stuff was on the table.
Perfect. Yeah.
Yes, I will come back over and check this last room in the corner that I never got to before I went to look at the
Yeah. And in that room, you find a little chest, and I gotta find out what I put in there real quick. Because I had a thing, and it was there, but it's not. What? Why is it?
What rooms have been checked?
At this point, I think we've pretty much covered them all.
On
Do
the
we get
base
this
floor.
Oh, I don't think we got
Yeah,
that
the
room yet.
in the corner.
Top
Yeah,
of
I
it.
didn't think
This
anyone
is
got
where I
to
was
that
planning
corner
on
room
going
on the
next.
first
Was
floor.
the leg master?
Right, yeah.
I'll head that way too.
Inside
Did you
the
check
inside
for
the.
traps?
Did you? No, just kidding.
What?
Did you check for?
Yeah, I'll always check for traps.
Probably stick with the group now that have been chained.
Yeah, so in that top room, there's a small chest in the corner that has, or a small a bag on the table. Sorry, different room has a chest in the corner. Small bag on the table. It contains 6 gold.
Oh
Excuse me.
man.
Excuse me. Yeah, but other than that, there's just a bag, a couple tables. So not a whole lot. Perfect. Okay, who's jumping in the last room?
It was going that way.
Okay.
I'm not there. Well, I figure I'm pretty close, but
So as you guys open the room, there's no traps or anything. This is kind of the master bedroom. There's not a whole lot in here. There's just a couple like scrolled up maps of the area. Rolled up scrolls of the area. Goodness gracious. Anyway, and then there's like a love letter. It's kind of.
ooh, I want to read it.
You would want to read it. Making me nervous.
Uh-huh.
It's just basically like, my dearest darling, it has been so long since I've seen you, and I'm excited to have you back. Within the next week, loving husband, Charles.
You just reloaded.
So
I feel like that's important
I don't think you want to do that. Maybe you do.
to our haunting situation.
It says office. It's a Jitsi.
It said Chrome extension.
Like, from a meta point of view, I have a hard time believing that it's important because, like, Daniel clearly, like, did not have anything prepared until the moment that you asked.
No,
You
I was doing good at making that one up.
No, you did fine. I just also
I
saw,
made-
like, I also saw the moment of, like, now I have to come up with a thing because I wasn't, like...
Yep.
It's like, you did
it's
fine
the-
on the improv. I just saw the moment of panic. That, like, I know that.
It's the letter that inspired Tusk Love.
Right. Charles,
Like,
we're gonna change his name.
like,
to
trust
Oscar.
me, I recognized the moment of panic when you were expected to make up. So,
Love letter. How long do I make this love letter?
my dearest, most bodacious Gnarl. Like,
Yes, pretty much. Rochelle, how do I love thee? Let me count the ways.
7.
7. Just exactly 7.
Sincerely,
Sincerely,
your friend.
Charles. Oh goodness. Yep, good start one. Okay.
Sincerely, your loving cousin.
Just kidding. No. Okay, yeah. So that is the first floor. Very well taken care of. Anything you guys want
Anything
to?
in the,
Go ahead.
like the chest over here in this room? Is there anything in like the chest?
It's just some blankets. Some, like,
Okay.
I will take them. How many blankets are there?
How many blankets? How much stuff do you carry?
She's like this with blankets and pillows.
I brought an empty bag.
Putting a pile.
Oh my goodness. There are 2 fairly decent sized blankets in there.
I will take them.
We'll give you 2 blankets. That'll be good.
I'm just,
Love
like, just watching you loot blankets and stuff, and I'm just like, Does your brother have like a gambling problem or something?
Yes. But we're not going to talk about that.
Time and place. Time and place.
It's like, I'm just like, no, you and I aren't going to talk about that, but Tanlin and I are certainly going to talk about that. Just like-
Please, maybe he'll listen to you.
Probably not.
It's like, I feel like I accidentally landed on the right thing just because I was like, it's like, I know I pay your brother. He's an apprentice at my shop. I know I pay your brother. Why are you stealing blankets from this haunted house? Like, like,
That's cold.
yeah.
Well, not anymore. You got lots of blankets, so.
Set.
I'm sorry. I give myself the
This is-
four of
It's like if
second
you are desperate enough to need the blankets of the damned, like
I mean, you're not wrong. Awesome. Okay. Perfect.
Yeah, I figured like Tamlin as a character is just really like immature, and he doesn't like. He works, but he doesn't like pitch in that often, and he's like kind of like, and he's like fallen in with the wrong kind of people. He's talking to Shara about it, that she's given him one of his one of those like marked as corrupt haircuts
yeah,
because of the kind of circles he runs in.
yeah.
Nice.
Sad but true.
It's but true. It's true.
So that's where all of his money is going.
Yeah. It's also the question, are you the only one who is aware of the like marked as corrupt haircuts, or is that just something that you've like spread around a little bit to a few select people?
Well, so it is supposed to be select because I'm trying to fly under the radar a lot. So it's really not a topic of conversation, and if
Sure.
people do know, they are not supposed to talk about it because it's a good thing helping people and hurting the right people. So
Yeah.
it's just like
The first rule of hairstyle is you don't talk about hairstyle.
Yes.
we don't talk about hairstyle club.
It's
Okay.
like, I was just curious if it was something that Torvik would be aware of at all, because like he does have
He
a good
probably would,
reputation in
actually.
town, so.
yeah. Well, and
And if not,
because-
I'm also smart enough that I might have figured some things out on my own, but like,
right. So it's coded and it changes. But you probably would know because it's more on the like merchant class level, dealing with the uppers. And so I may not have spoken with you directly about it, but I think I would have had people connect you in there because you're making powerful weapons, and I would like that either to not get into more corrupt hands or have them pay higher,
Yeah.
just to give you the drift of that. I would want you to be in that circle.
sure. Because I'm like, I would be known as a non-corrupt businessman in the city, so
Yeah.
I'm sure it's like,
Right. So he may have come in with this being marked, and that might have tipped you off to things going on in his life.
yeah, so not just a lucky guess, but I may have had some suspicions then. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's things going on here.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just 'cause, like, if there are signs of bad things going on with my apprentices, I would probably be pretty quick to like get in there and so we need to talk about this. Like,
Right.
shape up, because you're going to bring like a bad
Shade
reputation. He's like, you're going to bring a bad reputation to my shop. We run a reputable business here, and if there's going to be a
Mhm.
problem, then you need to leave. Like,
Yeah.
so.
Nice.
Yes.
Awesome. Okay. Yeah, so that's the first floor kind of knocked out. Okay, start.
Is this a staircase to our right or side of the house?
So there is a staircase. Yes, yeah, there's a staircase there as well.
So
Does
how
it
Oh, I
late,
didn't see that one.
how late are we
Is it
planning
up?
on going to?
I mean, depends on how fast you want to
Good
clear
idea.
out the second floor. I mean,
No, I have
could
to go to bed soon,
rich it out.
but
She's not
Make
working.
this a dual shot.
Say what?
So do we want to make this a dual shot and resume next week?
You're good. You guys want to do that?
I'm okay with that.
Cool.
yeah.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, we'll pause here and pick up on level 2 next time. Okay.